Hey, all right, welcome to this terrific Tuesday edition of Liquid Lunch on Biz TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming today live as I do every single day lately from the Corona Bunker Studios right here in the living room of my house in New York City, beautiful Staten Island, New York, and the city where they just decided to defund $1 billion from the NYPD. Not shortly after that, I have been victimized, me and my family, by this new crime spree that's overtaking New York City. We'll talk more about that a little later on. And to me, there's been a crime spree going on in the markets for quite a couple of months now. I know for those of you who watch often and watch here on Biz TV, also watching on social media and afterwards, thank you for your continued support. But you know, I've been saying for a while now that the market is artificially inseminated. And that might sound a little strange to you, but the government, because of the COVID and everything else, they had to take out a big old syringe and they had to inject trillions of dollars into the market and into buying government bonds, in some cases, in many cases, junk bonds, buying treasuries, lending exorbitant amount of money to banks and big brokerages at very low interest rates. So there's an old saying in the market, you can't fight the Fed. If the Fed is signaling that they're going to cut rates, don't get short because the market's probably going to go up. And if the Fed continues to keep signaling that they're going to have to keep raising rates, again, don't fight the Fed. Don't think you're smarter than the Fed. Just go along with the trend, because in a free market, and that's what the U.S. capital markets, the bastion of free capital markets in the world, probably in history, that's what we're supposed to represent. And when the government has to take stimulative action by pumping trillions of bucks into it, coming from that big old imaginary printing press we got down in Knoxville, Tennessee, you find out a little more and more that we need all that crap out of our system. We need it out of our system. When you get sick, you got a malaise over you. You drank some NyQuil to go to sleep or go on a flight, but then when you wake up, you're still groggy. Okay, you got to get that out of your system. You got to work out. You got to sweat. You got to do other things to cleanse your system of that. Then you feel good, and then you can start going up again. The market had a great run, down 175 today. All the experts are saying, whoa, maybe it's a little overbought. It's way overbought, and much of the buying has been done with imaginary money created by our Treasury. So I am a macro bull. Donald Trump gets reelected next year. This market's 30, 35. Who knows? But right now in the near term, if you want to take advice from me, do your own homework. That's the advice I got for you. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll tell you this. The way I've been looking at charts, the way I've been looking at fundamental behavior, and the way the market looks forward, look forward and see maybe malls will open, maybe commercial real estate will be occupied again, but everything's going to come with restrictions well into 2021, 25% occupancy, 50% capacity. Many of these businesses all across the spectrum were barely just starting to do well under Trump, but now their capacity utilization is going to be cut by minimum 50%. That can't be good looking forward. So I think the market's got to clean out this 150 bucks, maybe the start of greater things to come. I think somewhere around 19, 20,000 is where we'll have kind of regurgitated all the toxins that the government's pumped into the market. And then Trump's approval ratings go up. COVID starts to go away, and then we see an election in 2020 where we have 4 more years of Donald Trump, and we go into the Christmas rally on fire. But for now, be careful, stay nimble, watch your portfolio closely, because I think there's a big downturn out there. It's going to be a turn up in greatness. Martin, we come back when Aaron Sykes joins us right here on Liquid Lunch. Stay right there.